What's up everyone, welcome back to the second channel. So as you guys know, what I usually do when a new version of iOS comes out is I go extensively talk about them. Like, you guys already know on my main channel, but usually what I also did, and I did this last year and was super interesting, I did a little bit of a battery test. So, and I'm sorry about the cracked back. What I did was I put my phone on max brightness. I played a perpetual YouTube loop, some video thing. I just looped it over and over again, and I wanted to see out of all my iPhones, at least the older ones, the 6S, 7, SE, and 8. The 8 is not an old iPhone, but I just want to throw it in the mix. Which one of those iPhones would die first and which one would die last and all those things. Now, luckily for you iPhone 8 users, the battery life in the test that I ran was actually pretty good. You know, I actually found that the iPhone 8 standby time was really well. And out of those 4 iPhones that I tested, this one lasted the second to the highest. So that is really good. And I can tell you with iOS 13 as a whole, it wasn't like a huge speed fixer. It didn't like improve your phone speed at all. And it also didn't, lengthen the last of your battery, in my opinion, at least, from my initial use. Hopefully with these next couple updates, it will fix it, or at least improve it overall. But what I can tell you is that this update didn't really, on the other side, didn't really affect your battery life at all either. Like, don't expect to have a way worse battery life on this update on iOS 13. So that's a really good thing as well. So I'm really happy to say that. Also, I was expecting this phone to heat up a little bit during the, me charging it and all those things, but I really didn't get that, and I'm so happy about that. On iOS 12, this phone did heat up. I'm not going to say every time, and I'm not even going to say all the time, but it was like a couple times I remember, especially when I first updated to iOS 12 on this, and when I first updated to iOS 13, I did run into some issues, but after I installed the actual Goldmaster and the official version, where they were exactly the same, I haven't really had any issues with it. So I'm actually really happy to report that as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my battery health real quick, which wasn't affected by this update at all. It was 90% before, and it's still at 90%. So if you're expecting to go and update and you're scared of your battery health going down, don't worry about that. As long as your phone doesn't, completely die all the time, or you're not letting it overheat, then you'll be completely set. Now, on that test that I did, if you guys can tell, I had standby time of about 4 hours. So this phone was on max brightness, okay, for 4 hours playing a video. And that is a crazy long time in my opinion. I had the Wi-Fi on, the cellular on, all that good stuff. And this was still being able to pull up 4 hours of screen on time. For reference, my iPhone 7 that's on 100% battery life only lasted about 2 hours of screen on time. So I don't know what the issue was there. My iPhone 7 maybe got in a blue loop or maybe powered down or something, but the iPhone 8 did last longer on paper, so don't know what happened there, but I'm really happy to report that. And ultimately, what I can tell you is if you're on iOS 12, expect to get a little bit worse battery life. I'm not even going to say worse, but expect it not to be as long lasting as the iOS 12, maybe by like 1 to 5% probably, I don't know, but overall, if you're on iOS 12, I would probably recommend you to update. I didn't have bad battery life at all. It will hopefully get better with iOS 13, but overall, if you really care, get a battery case. But ultimately, that's pretty much it. I find the battery life on iOS 13 to be pretty decent. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it would mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.